Hey Rogues! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. It's Monday, which means it's Mystery Mischief Monday, and we are currently in the middle of a playthrough of Loom. So that's the plan for today, is to continue our playthrough of Loom. Hi Hannah! Welcome. If anybody here was here on Saturday, and Hannah, I believe I saw you on Saturday, you'll know that I wasn't doing too great. I had a huge coughing fit right before going live on Saturday and managed to get through, but boy, this weekend has been rough on me. My sinuses decided that they don't like the world. And so, I don't know, combination of spring allergies and the first COVID shot making my sinuses go into overdrive, just all combined, and I've just been dealing with some stuff. So I'm feeling much better today, still coughing a little bit, but overall, getting through it. This is not unusual for me. This time of year is typically when I get a cold and immediately transition into double ear infection. So I'm trying to avoid that this year. But if I'm clearing my throat a little bit or reaching for my beverage a little more often than normal, that's why. But otherwise, Monday has been a pretty good Monday so far. I did sleep in a bit because I haven't been feeling well and I didn't have any meetings early, so I slept in a little bit today. And then I spent a lot of my time today prepping for a meeting that I have tomorrow to basically introduce a bunch of players to the Cypher system, because for work, I'm running a game, a one-shot, on the 9th. And we're having a meeting tomorrow, like a session 0 meeting tomorrow, to kind of go over character creation and introduce them to the system because they've never played it. I've never DM'd it, so it'll be an interesting time. Hi Scribbler, yeah, a work game. I actually had a work game last Friday evening. If you want to check it out, it's over on the VTUL Studios Twitch channel. I don't think my mods are here yet, so I will type that in. We have a running series of one-shots based on literature, and so last Friday we played a game based on Dante's Inferno, and I was a player in that game and played... I was a Goliath Wizard, Order of the Scribes, and we were escorting a character through the hells. So many elements of Dante's Inferno showed up in the game. It was a lot of fun. So if you're at all interested, you can go over there and check it out. The next one that we'll be doing is on April 9th, and I will be hosting a game based on Isaac Asimov and Robert Silverberg's Nightfall, using the Cypher system. And so I was working on like the basic overview of information that the players need to know going in, as well as like how to do character creation in the Cypher system. So that was a good portion of my day today, was working out the logistics of that in my head. Unlike the last game I ran over there, I'm much more familiar with this work of literature, so I don't have to brush up on that quite as much. The last one that I did was using the Spy Game 5e supplement a week after it came out, and that was for a game based on John Brunner's novel The Sheep Look Up. And so that one... probably not on the Twitch VODs anymore, but it's probably on the YouTube channel for Virginia Tech University Libraries, if you're at all interested in checking that one out. But this one, based on Asimov and Silverberg's novel Nightfall, that is a story that I've been in love with for years. I absolutely adore the story. Don't necessarily want to give too much away, but essentially it's a planet with 6 suns, and they experience nighttime for the first time, and it's kind of what happens as a result of that. It's a story that was roughly inspired by a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote. Pull up the quote here. So Asimov was inspired for the story by the Ralph Waldo Emerson quote, "If the stars should appear one night in 1,000 years, how would men believe and adore and preserve for many generations the remembrance of the city of God?" And it's a really, really good novel if you've never read it. I do highly recommend it. And so I was thinking through what to base a one-shot on from literature, that one was just exciting for me. And so I'm interested to see how the players react when I put them in a situation based on that novel. So that is coming up in a little under 2 weeks now. I will, of course, also be doing more archival adventures. That's my Wednesday show on that same channel and also on this channel. So this week I'm looking at the Blacksburg Women's Club records, which was a club for women here in Blacksburg, Virginia, founded in like 1907, and it went for a number of years, I think until, I want to say it shut down in the 60s, but I don't remember for sure. We'll find out on Wednesday. And then, of course, Saturdays I'm still playing Ultima, so that is continuing. But this is the last Monday of March, and if you at all remember, I had been spinning a wheel, and that wheel has many, many things on it. And I think, let's see, yeah, that's the wheel. And so we've played Where the Water Tastes Like Wine once. We've played Star Trek Online twice. We've played Stardew Valley once, and Dragon Age Origins once, and Myst once. We've not played Battletech, although it's on the wheel. And the last time I spun the wheel, I decided, we'll spin the wheel and we'll play the same game for an entire month. And so that's how we ended up playing Loom multiple times. And just because chaos, and it is Mystery Mischief, I'm going to slide over here so that I'm up to the side of the wheel. I'm thinking we might just stick with Loom until we finish Loom and then spin the wheel to find out what we play next. Because I can't stay consistent with how I want to approach Mondays. There are so many games I want to play, and I want to play them all. Loom doesn't feel like it's going to be an epically long game that's going to take us eons to finish. And I already gave up one Monday and played Valheim instead of Loom when we were supposed to be playing Loom. So I think what's going to happen is we're just going to keep going with Loom until we finish it, and then I'll spin the wheel and see what we play next. Because I still will not be able to decide what to play next, but I also don't want to leave all of the games partially finished forever. So I'm gonna make that executive decision out of the blue, and we're just gonna stick with Loom until it's done, and then we're gonna play something new that will come from the wheel. And so it could be any of these items here, Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, Myst, Dragon Age Origins, Stardew Valley, Battletech, or Star Trek Online. Some of those don't have definite endpoints. So, for instance, if we roll Stardew Valley, we'll probably play it for a month and then spin again. Others, we'll see. It'll depend on the game. So, like, if I roll Dragon Age Origins, that's a really long, expansive game. We probably will play that one for a month and then spin again. But if it's a shorter game like Loom, we'll play it through the whole thing and then spin. I don't know. It's a mystery. What will I do next? Which, that's part of why I called it Mystery Mischief Monday, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go along. Anyway, oh, I did forget to do the thing, didn't I? Yes, I did. One second. There. I have to remember to put my notification that I went live into the actual stream announcements channel on my Discord. Because that's kind of one of the more important places to put notifications like that. So I just did that. Also, I haven't put this week's schedule in there. Thankfully, it is a standard schedule for this week, but I should also be doing that because I want to make sure that the people who want to follow me or who want to watch me, the people who join the Discord, clearly they want to be paying attention, and I want to make sure that they know when I'm going to be live. So I don't know if that one's ever going to load. I've done something wrong. Maybe that will work? Yeah, there it goes. Anyway, all right. Enough starting chaos for today. I'm gonna see if we can get this game going and actually play some Loom today instead of just chatting away the entire time. I should switch us to that screen, shouldn't I? And then I should make Pretzel stop playing music. So, Loom.
Please choose your skill level.
We are playing on standard.
Welcome to the age of the great guilds.
I don't remember the words. I'm trying to fake lip sync. Such a good opening music.
Son of Signa, it is the dawn of your 17th year. The elders await you in the sanctuary.
I've never known them to weave such a bright messenger nymph. I wonder why the elders want to see me. I'd better get down to the village.
All right. Let's load the forge. Oh yes, we ended up in a gibbet. In a dungeon. And I think they wanted me to try and escape. They were going to observe to see how well I did. Yes, I seem to recall this. We have a number of spells that we have learned. Reflection, healing, wake and sleep, turning on and off lights, opening things and closing things presumably as well. One that we don't know what it does. One that turns straw into gold and gold into straw. One that empties and fills things. One that dyes things green and back again. One that sharpens and blunts items. One that will twist things tighter or loosen them. One that makes you visible or invisible, or makes things visible or invisible. And one that does illusion, and then another one that we don't know what it does. So, a number of potential methods for escape here. Let us lower. I can click on the page.
It's locked.
It's locked. Of course it is. Anything else? Little dragon in a cage? Oh yes, we have angered many people. We pissed off a dragon who was really, really nice, who has sworn a vendetta against us because, honestly, why wouldn't she? Oh dear. I think captions should be on now. I didn't have them on. I just switched them on. I know that the captioner has been having some issues today, so hopefully they're working. They appear to be doing so that's good. We also swapped appearances with someone in order to get inside this place, and they were killed by the dragon because they had our appearance. And so now the ghost of that person is very angry with us, and rightly so. So we're sowing a little bit of chaos in the world as we proceed, which honestly is appropriate for this channel. Seems like the only thing I can click on at the moment is the cage. So, what shall we try? Reflection? I doubt it will do anything, but we're gonna try it anyway.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
I mean, I have to fail a few times in front of them, don't I? Ooh. How about the one that empties and fills things? It's a closed container of sorts. I mean, it clearly wasn't going to work.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
About the one that twists things tighter or makes them looser?
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
We could make the cage invisible.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
I kind of wish some of these spells actually did something to it that was just not the right result. But this game seems to have not been to that level of specificity. They either work or they don't work. There's not the, yeah, this worked, but it doesn't help you. Which would have been a nice addition to the game. This one's illusion.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
All right. I mean, the obvious one is the one that opens things. But before we do that, we have one that we don't know what it does. Nope, never mind. I can't play that one. That's why we don't know what it does. We'll try opening it. That was a different animation.
You see, Cobb? An elusive breed, these weavers. Fortunately, however, they're quite helpless without their weaving sticks.
That distaff will never work for you.
Oh, no, my young friend, you're quite wrong about that. Come, let me show you why. Consider the common graveyard. There, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct.
Every graveyard's like that, so...
Now, imagine what might happen if this delicate boundary were to be somehow breached. Torn open, so to speak.
It's not that simple. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag.
But it is that simple, my boy, and I can. I have only to lift this rod, and the legions of the dead will stream forth onto the plain of the living. A vast army of the dead, nourished by the shepherd's flocks, armed by the artisanship of the blacksmiths, guided by the glassmaker's sphere. All under the spiritual leadership of one supreme commander, me! The final hour is now at hand. The age of the clerics is upon us. I have preparations to attend to, Cobb. Don't let this boy out of your sight. He is to touch nothing. Do you understand me?
Perfectly, Your Excellence.
Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe. I do like the sound of it. I'll have to change my stationery.
You're not so dangerous now, then, are you?
Well, I think we just had the big bad evil guy go on a long monologue about his plans. So, if my knowledge of popular culture helps in any way, that means he's not going to win. But it was a very interesting monologue. Touch nothing. Have Bob.
Going somewhere, Weaver boy? Going somewhere, Weaver boy?
That to us. We have an orb.
Keep away from that! His Eminence said not to touch anything.
I wasn't going to touch it. Just looking, Cobb, that's all.
Just looking, eh? Well then, perhaps we can do a bit of a trade. How about I let you look in the sphere if...
If what?
Well, the legends say that to gaze upon an uncloaked weaver brings death. Naturally, we clerics aren't given to such silly superstitions, but I'm curious. Let's answer this one once and for all, shall we?
What?
May we have some quiet, please?
What?
I can't even begin to invoke the dead with all that screaming.
Well, he can't say he wasn't warned.
What? Apparently, don't look at the Weaver people. What? We haven't even talked to the little Drake yet. What just happened? It was like he was eaten. Ah! Hello, Beast.
She looks hungry. I think I'll stay out of her way. She looks hungry. I think I'll stay out of her way.
Why haven't we just been dropping our hood to get past everybody at this point? Yeah. We've had that one for a while. A cooked turkey. A black feather inside the sphere, which that's like a weird combination. All right. Hello, Lord Mandible.
I see Cobb has been lax in his duty. No matter. You're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you're doing. The pattern is already worn and frayed. If you rip a hole in it now, the consequences will be beyond anything you can imagine.
Spare me your weaver mysticism, boy. The time has come when the dead shall no longer envy the living.
Oh, it doesn't give us the colors of the notes.
You've torn the pattern completely open.
And with it, the eyes of the dead. Behold!
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Who dares disturb the peace of those who sleep?
I welcome and greet you, noble spirit. I am Bishop Mandible, transultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics. And whom have I the honor of summoning?
I don't think I want to be part of this conversation.
No one obeyed any summoning of yours, foolish mortal. I have summoned you. I am Chaos.
Chaos!
You have merely opened the door, and I have passed through it. For this, you shall be rewarded. Join me now, as my slave. I see it has been much too long since my last visit.
Okay. This is slightly more freakish, not freakish, slightly more, violent than I was expecting. First we eat somebody, just absorb them as though we are, like, a trap that the Ghostbusters sent out and they were a ghost, and we just suck them up. And then Chaos is brought forth from the void and absolutely shredded that guy. Wow.
I can't seem to hold on to this thing.
Yeah, you might want to do a better job of holding on to that thing, Bobbin. Apparently clicking on the giant opening in reality is not possible. The creature is no longer here. The beast is gone. Now what? A steaming turkey again. And this will be the black feather. Oh. Oh dear. The beast.
Stop!
What? Now we are in the void. Nope, 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 nope. Stop.
I think I'll stay out of there. That dragon looked rather hungry. I think I'll stay out of there. That dragon looked rather hungry.
I have to try it. I should maybe save before trying this. I'm gonna try and close it. I don't think it'll do any good, but I'm gonna try. Oh, I have to enter a name. In the hole. Right. Try the one that closes things. I honestly did not think that that was going to work. Okay. I saved beforehand if it ends up breaking everything. What is this? Oh, it's another hole. Oh no. This is where the guy that looked like us was killed.
Rusty? Is that you? You don't look at all well.
I'm not well. Actually, I'm dead.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say a thing. What do I matter? I'm just another one of the dead.
Oh, Rusty, I feel terrible. I didn't know.
And that's not even the end of it. I go outside to wait for doomsday, like a good little ghost see. But no sooner do I get settled again, but some stupid idiot shreds the universe apart and hauls us all back inside. There are a lot of very unhappy dead wandering around here, let me tell you.
I know. I was there when it happened.
I might have known this was all your fault.
No, it wasn't me. The bishop managed this one all on his own.
Yeah? Well, there's going to be hell to pay, literally. There's talk among the dead that they're going to take over the world, starting with the Forge. My home. Where we used to build strong things, good things.
Well,
There's nothing left but bones.
I have a healing one?
You did it.
What?
You brought me back.
It is what you wanted, isn't it?
Believe me, being alive is a lot more fun than being dead. But how did you do it?
Well, healing your body was easy. You're alive because the pattern is torn and your soul was free to return to this side.
Well, I must go, Bobbin. I've got to know what happened to the rest of my guild.
And I must do the same. Good luck, Rusty. And be careful.
Good fortune to you too, my friend.
That was surprising. I did not think that that would work. Can I not go down there? I do think that that was the music from Swan Lake. The Weavers apparently turned themselves into swans. We saw that at the very beginning of the game, so I think I'm supposed to travel through these portals. No, go in. I'm supposed to close them if I can't click on them. Apparently I don't get to close these the way that I did the main one. Pull.
You are too late, wizard. The dead have increased their numbers here. Those not dead are suffering, and my songs were again useless. All that's left for us is to put an end to their misery. Come, and extend your help, if you can.
Shepherds.
They never even had a chance.
Well, let's try healing them too.
Please, what became of us? I was just walking among legions of dead.
You were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. We have not had the chance to thank you properly, wizard. But our memories are long, and we will not forget you soon. Hail and farewell. Come along now, before the dead ones return to the harvest.
I feel like this is all slightly easier than it's supposed to be, and it worries me. But that could just be my experience from playing other games. No, no, no. Oh, I wanted. Click on the hole. There, it's labeled as hole. Should be able to close it now. Yay! Means I should be able to close this one too, I think. We'll attempt it and see. Yes, okay. We'll just heal the world as we go along. Walking through the void of nothingness. Oh, in the Crystal City. Go in. Oh no. Everybody at the graveyards is all dead. Good mold.
Master Goodmold.
Ah,
Oh, he's not dead yet.
the Weaver boy. At least you've escaped the terror of the dead ones.
It appears the Crystal Guard has not been so fortunate. But I don't understand. Why did you not use the Great Scythe?
We never doubted the scythe could save us. No, never, no indeed. Even chaos must fall under its blade. But we could not do it. To unleash such merciless evil would show us to be no better than our enemies.
Okay.
The entire world would have feared us when it was done. And to have become so much like our enemy was unthinkable. Just unthinkable.
And so you didn't use it?
We knew the price. The best we could hope for was to defend it bravely. But we are not warriors.
You mean Chaos stole the scythe?
We did what we could, but it was not enough. Remember us, my young friend. Tell the word. But we fought with courage and chose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity.
They do like their clarity here. Oh, and his body is gone, so I guess we won't be resurrecting him.
It appears I can't get there from here.
Okay. I hadn't been trying, and I had to try, because
It appears I can't get there from here.
I figured that the only place I could go was back into the portal. And it appears I was correct in that. Well, let's close this hole too. D-E-C-E. New note! I don't currently have any spells that use the new note that we just got. So we're right where we were as far as what spells we have. But we're one note away from being able to cast the spell that we got at the very beginning of the game. that we got from the Loom. What's this then?
Welcome, Bobbin. You have joined us here at last.
Where am I?
Swans!
You are outside the pattern, the home of the dead, and of those transcended.
The Shore of Wonder?
Yes, Bobbin, the shore of wonder. And you are the first to behold it with mortal eyes.
What about all of you? Doesn't seem to be anything to click on except the swan. It's really pretty. It's a little, like, swan lake with some willow trees in the nothingness of the void.
Your journey has been long, and you must have many questions.
You're the swan that appeared each year on my birthday, aren't you?
You saw me clearly then. I was never sure, but those visits meant so much. My only chance to watch you grow. You see, the elders forbade me to set foot on Loom Island just after you were born.
I thought you came to visit me, but I never quite believed it.
Call it a mother's curiosity. For indeed, Loom child, that is who I am.
My mother is a swan?
Indeed. In mortal life, however, I was Lady Signa Threadbare, banished by the elders 17 long years ago for drawing an unforeseen infant out of the loom. How I've longed to know you, and you to know me, my son.
Liar. That's just not true. My mother is buried in the weaver's graveyard.
Dear Hetchel, she and the elders put that stone there so you wouldn't ask too many questions. Hetchel vowed to protect you forever, Bobbin. She is my dearest friend, and she loves you very much. But I fear her love has driven her to recklessness.
What do you mean? Where is she?
She flew off to Loom Island to confront the dead ones.
The dead ones are after her?
It's not Hetchel they're after, my son. They want the loom itself. If chaos masters its secrets, the pattern will be hers to control. Hetchel plans to destroy the loom if chaos doesn't consume her first.
No, I've got to go back there, now!
You won't get far in that direction. The loom lies beyond the lake. No, you must try a more subtle strategy.
Oh. What do you propose?
The dead ones move between the holes your bishop friend rent in the pattern.
It's so weird, the voice line just, like, stops and fades out. Yeah, Hannah, it is definitely the music from Swan Lake. And hi, Elaki! Welcome, welcome! We are outside the pattern at the moment in the void of space. Chaos was let loose, and we're trying to patch things up. Yeah, they moved through the portals. I closed the portals.
Her eyes. They're just like mine. Her eyes. They're just like mine.
Can I cast spells on my mother? I don't know what to try. We'll try them all.
Your drafts have no power over me, Bobbin.
Fine. I'm not going to spend all my time getting that same response, but I assume continue onward? That was a very abrupt cut at the very end of that. Like, they used the tears to travel. Okay. Now come to the Weaver's graveyard. Came to at the very beginning. Can't close them from the outside. So that's the forge. Darkness? Oh, okay. I know where we are. All the way back at the beginning. The Loom.
Mind yourself, Bobbin. Get your distaff ready. You must unmake the loom now before chaos takes control.
What? How? I don't know what draft to use.
Birds and children have no business wielding such power.
Weavers are the only ones who do have the right to use this power.
Destiny has blessed you, young threadbare. For you alone will live on to pass your guild secrets to others more worthy of them. I invite you to serve my new empire as advisor.
Me? You? Advisor?
Of course, I will expect your full cooperation in this historic exchange of goodwill. After all, anything else may bring harm to our relationship.
Don't listen to her, Bobbin. Heed me now. Here are the threads that will unmake the loom.
Silence.
Rachel, say something, please. I need that draft.
Enough! I lose patience in the presence of inferior beings. You will now instruct me in the use of this fascinating instrument.
Over my dead body.
Reference note.
Reference noted. You played this when it came out and they didn't have voice acting then? This is the first time that I have ever played this game. I've never seen it played before. So this is my first experience with it. So I think the spell that Chaos just used was ICBAG, which we can't do, and we can't do the reverse of because we don't have high C. It's hard to track when Chaos does spells because the graphics are a little bit clashy, but it looked like blue teal were the middle two, and it was starting high and going low. I think that's what it was. That was silence. I'm gonna write it down, but with a question mark. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay. I can't unsilence you.
A beak moves, but there's nothing, not a sound. That thread's too high for me.
Why?
That thread's too high for me.
Okay. Hi, Chaos. How are you?
I advise you not to approach me too closely, Weaver boy.
Dead one. It just says dead one. What if we heal the dead one?
Throw away that stick, young fool. Your Weaver magic can't begin to touch me.
Noted. That's some good voice acting, though. Somewhat frightening. Twist it tighter? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, that didn't work.
Make it looser?
Well, that didn't work.
Well, we have a number of potential spells. I'm gonna try them all. There are
Well, that
3
didn't work.
interactables on the screen.
Well, that didn't work.
No, not sure I would have expected it to. I have one to wake things up. Wake up the loom?
Well, that didn't work.
Put it to sleep?
Well, that didn't work.
I really don't know what I'm doing. Dye it green? I think we tried all of these on the loom at the very beginning, or at least most of them. Maybe I should be casting spells on Hetchel?
Well, that didn't work. A beak moves, but there's nothing, not a sound.
Healing?
That's not helping.
It worked, but didn't do anything. Illusion.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
Oops.
I need to choose my drafts
Yeah,
more
that
carefully.
was nothing. That was a mistype. That was the spell
That
that's
must
supposed
not
to
be the right
fill
draft.
things. I was like, fill the voice. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I feel as though I am missing the C that exit.
I advise you not to approach me too closely, Weaver boy.
Spells on you, though you say it won't work on you, or the loom, or Hetchel. None of these make sense. I have reflection, healing, waking and sleeping, turning on or off lights, opening things or closing things, turning straw into gold and gold into straw, emptying and filling things, dyeing something green and then back again, sharpening and blunting things, twisting tighter or loosening, making something visible or invisible, and illusion. Those are the spells that I have. Hannah, drive safely, or travel safely, however you're traveling. Don't know. Make you invisible?
That must not be the right draft.
There was a... No, So there's the cooked bird and the black feather that were given to us as clues. But I don't know how I would... And I really don't want to kill Hetchel. I don't know how I would do that anyway. Have I examined everything in the room? Thought I had. Pillars. Looked at the loom. Well, actually, I click on the loom. It's a new song. Thank you, Scribbler.
I advise you not to approach me too closely, Weaver boy.
Thank you for not just telling me, but just giving me a little subtle hint. Let me try you.
A beak moves, but there's nothing, not a sound.
I don't know what it does.
Well, that draft didn't seem to do much good.
That's okay. Try it in reverse. Nope. I hit the wrong button.
I need to choose my drafts more carefully.
Oh, thank goodness. Now, Bobbin, quickly. The threads you need are...
Ducks are meant to be eaten, not heard. Now, I believe we were discussing the secrets of the Loom.
All right. Hetchel has been turned into the bird that we saw.
That's not helping. That's not helping.
Chaos used a spell. It was BFBF. That's what turned Hetchel into the cooked bird. I think. Taking notes. It worked.
Close your eyes now, Bobbin. But keep your ears open. Here descends the third shadow.
That bird has annoyed me once too often. Now, my esteemed advisor, where were we before we were so rudely distracted?
Hetchel's black feather. She left one behind.
And so she did. I think I shall keep it as a souvenir of our little encounter.
I want that feather. Give it to me.
My, impudent, aren't we?
Okay. Yep, that's what my notes said. B, C, C, B.
Huh?
Oh no.
Bobbin, you did it! The loom is unmade!
You ignorant fools! Do you comprehend what you have done? None of us can pass across this rift your weaver mischief has so blindly created. Your pious meddling has brought the end of my dream. You will hear for all eternity the cries of those you have abandoned, Bobbin Threadbare. You will always know that you have left them under my rule.
We abandon no one. When our side of the pattern is mended, we will return and put an end to your evil.
Come, Loom Child. It is time for us to begin our destinies anew.
Well, we got our last note. Okay.
Leaving so soon, Weaver? I was looking forward to spending more time with you.
The scythe is just spinning off into the void. Why, I can cast something on myself? There's no narration when I click on myself. Let's see. The one spell. The blade missed because they threw it scythe-armed. There's one spell that we've had the whole game and couldn't use. I'm going to cast it on myself now. C F G C. Wait. Yes, no.
That draft doesn't work on me.
Yes. Let's try typing it. I'm a swan!
Fly away while you can, young Threadbare, and know that we will most assuredly meet again.
I am ready, Mother. Let's go.
That was neat. The scythe is the moon in the sky now. Wait. Is that the credits? Is that the end of the game? There's so much more to do. We have to save the entire world. So, Silica, thank you for the confidence that I have done it. What? Is there a sequel? The world is rent asunder. We destroyed the world. It was a lot of fun, but I am very confused. Is there more? I should really just be reading the credits at this point. I'm just confused. Also, the voice actors were amazing. The concept for the game is a lot of fun. The adventure games of this type, usually you're collecting inventory items and combining them together to try and solve puzzles. So having everything be based on music and then occasionally throwing you the puzzle of you don't have your staff and you can't play music at all, was very interesting. Mechanically great. I love Swan Lake, and just all of this has been really fun. I'm just very confused about this apparent ending. The end. The end. Really? We thwarted chaos. So there was supposed to be a sequel. I mean, this was an amazing game. But wow, what an ending. Oh my gosh. Like, save everybody and then leave them to deal with chaos as I fly off as a swan into the void. Wahaha. It was so much fun and so pretty, and wow. Roxtrat, I do believe that I just finished the game. It is a surprising and somewhat disappointing ending. Yeah, I'm sad to hear that they never made the sequel. It was a lot of fun. It definitely, it leaves the story open. I'm sad that there's no more story. It was a really good game. It was supposed to be 3 games according to IMDb. Oh, that is really sad that it doesn't continue. That was a lot of fun, and I had a feeling that we were getting close to the end, but also I did not expect it to end like that. That was very surprising. Well, I guess we are spinning the wheel again this week. Or I guess we are spinning the wheel this week. Gonna just make an update here. So that I don't show up as playing Loom anymore. It was a very amazing end. I'm gonna pull up the spin wheel and we'll see what's next, I guess. I do need to make one change, and that is I need to take Loom off the wheel. I have to that save settings. Should update here in a second. There we go. Well, we finished another game. Let's see what we should play next on Mondays. It appears that we will be continuing our playthrough of Myst going forward. So that should be a fun time. Ow. I'm just I now have to just I went into that completely not knowing anything except that Amy Dallin had said it was her favorite game ever, and so I wanted to play it based on that. And I did a little bit of research on like the development of it. because I throw that into a command to give information, especially when I'm playing retro games. Sequels. According to Rogue leaders, Loom was not designed to be the first game in a series, but Brian Moriarty considered additional directions for the story after development of the first entry had concluded. The 2 sequels planned were titled Forge and the Fold, starring Bobbin's friends Rusty Nailbender and Fleece Firmflanks. Moriarty gave an account of potential sequels in a 2006 interview. Loom wasn't actually written with a trilogy in mind, but after it was finished, there was vague interest in continuing the story. In discussing this possibility, I imagined 2 sequels. The first was tentatively called Forge. It tells the story of Bobbin's friend Rusty Nailbender, whose home city, the Forge of the Blacksmiths, was enslaved by chaos near the end of Loom. Rusty becomes the leader of an underground movement to overthrow chaos, together with Fleece Firmflanks of the Shepherds, and new characters from the other guilds. Bobbin appears every now and then as a ghostly swan dispensing mystical advice, an obvious nod to Obi-Wan Kenobi of Star Wars. The story climaxes in a terrible battle that nearly destroys the world. The third game, Fold, is about Fleece Firmflanks and her attempt to unite the shattered guilds in a final desperate effort to banish chaos. Near the end of the game, when the cause appears hopeless, Bobbin and the Weavers swoop in like the proverbial cavalry to save the day. The Loom of the Weavers is remade, reality is healed, and peace is restored to the guilds. But this was all just talk. I was busy with other projects, and nobody else felt strongly enough about the games to make a commitment, so Forge and the Fold never got made. Wow. Well, so we've got about 45 minutes left. So we can either just do some chatting or we can dive into Myst. Or we could do anything else. I could hop into Valheim and we could run around and look at things there. It's really... We're open for anything at this point for the rest of the stream today. If anybody has any preferences, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just pick something and we'll proceed with that. This has been a very interesting stream so far today. Valheim, please. I could do that. You just make sure that everything is working. Find. You know, for just a minute, I'm gonna go to the Be Right Back screen because I need to run to the restroom and update the stream info. So I will be back in just a second, and we will hop into Valheim for the rest of today. Okay, I am back. Let me fire up Valheim and we can get going on some Viking. I did not expect this for today, but I had a fun time playing that game, so I think I'm okay with it. Just was a bit shocking. One second while I log in here. And then I will switch over, show the game. Maybe. Alright, I think you all should be able to see Valheim now. And I am currently in my latest creation, Roganmead, Tavern and Drinking Hall. I need some wood if I'm gonna show off this place. So... we'll run out back and get a little bit of wood from the trees nearby. Because I don't think I have any currently. Yeah, I will show it off a little bit more in a second, Orangitis. It's been my current project. I experimented with how to build round buildings. And so this tavern is a growth of that. I just need enough wood to be able to light the fires so that I can really show off some of the design features of this tavern. I will try not to die. I've died a few times while constructing the tavern. Oops. So... if anybody's here who has not played Valheim, it is early access, but it is a lot of fun. I've been told that it plays a lot like, as far as like game mechanics, that it's similar to Minecraft. I've never actually played Minecraft, so I don't know about that and how accurate that description is. But it is quite a bit of fun, and I've been enjoying just building things. I don't want the tree to kill me. Oh, geez. I knocked down like 4 trees by chopping one down. Let me harvest this wood real quick, and we'll go back into the tavern. If I don't harvest it now, I will forget that it's here. A lot like other survival games like Ark Survival Evolved. I've also not played that one, so I will take your word for it. The only game, like survival game type game that I've ever really played at all was, oh, it's the space one. Shoot, my brain will not give me the title. It's a space one where you just end up on a planet and you have to recover a downed ship and you can build a house and... what is that game? Heck. Well, whatever it is, that's the one I've played. Shoot. I can't think of the name of it. I'm sure you're all like sitting there thinking, I know which game he's talking about, or not. Who knows? Okay, this is gonna bug me, and I'm gonna just, like, look it up in a minute if I can. Finish lighting my fires. What the heck is that game? No, it's not Astroneer or Satisfactory. Hi, Tony! Tony, you are absolutely welcome to lurk. Okay, I'm looking it up now. No Man's Sky. The only one that I've really played is No Man's Sky. And I was playing it on the PS4, so I wonder if that is part of why I didn't really ever get very far into it. Also, it was more than a year ago, and there have been significant updates to that in that time. Oh no! Tony, I hope that your fur baby turns out to be okay. That is... I'm really sad to hear that you had to go to the vet, and I hope things turn out okay. Alright. Let me hop up on this rock and I will show the tavern. Well, maybe I won't hop on the rock. Anyway. So this is Rogan Mead, Tavern and Drinking Hall. It needs a little bit of cosmetic fixing, some slight changes. The drinking hall, I want to fix the chimney on that side, but laying on the rug at your feet. So I started by building this round portion here in the middle, and then I tacked on the drinking hall over on that side, and then I added the meadery over here. But if you come up through the main entrance, you come inside, and there's a lovely sign welcoming you. Got a number of tables. I have to harvest some more fine wood before I can stock all of the tables with tankards and food items, but they'll all look like this eventually. Got 2 windows in the front, and here's a portal that goes to what we on this server have been calling Bifrost Alley, which is where all of the portals are centrally located. I've got a little fireplace over on the side here, just that nearest. This is like a very modern looking fireplace. My brother has a fireplace that is just that narrow strip in the middle of the wall in his house, and so that's what I did there. I've got a little like bar here. Eventually, when I get more fine wood, I'll have probably 2 item attachment points for every stool, so everyone can have a tankard and a food item when they're sitting at the bar. Right now I just have a cooking station. The other fire will get a cauldron. Thank you, Tony. I'll probably add a couple more cooking stations here. You can see the little fireplace. You can see through from the central tavern area into the drinking hall. It passes straight on through. The drinking hall I haven't decorated yet, but it's just a big long table with a big long fireplace at the end. Hannah, yeah, the end of Loom kind of snuck up on me. It's there on the VOD if you want to see the end of it, but I also know that you're playing the game, so maybe it's best that you missed it because it won't spoil the ending for you. There's a few things here that I want to adjust. Like, I want to see if I can fix this roof piece here. I'm not happy with it, but otherwise, I think this is a fine start to a drinking hall. I need to decorate it still, obviously. Close door. And over on the other side, I have a meadery. Again, the fireplace here looks straight through. So you can see from this room into the other room by looking through the fireplace. And so here's the start of the meadery. Oh dear, I didn't start the fire here. Same thing. I've got the same kind of fireplace here. I've got 2 fermenters. I want to add a 3rd one on this side and then 2 on this side. So there will be a total of 5 fermenters in here. This room probably won't get a ton of decoration because it's literally just production. But I liked the idea of having an on-site meadery attached to the tavern and the drinking hall on the other side. If you exit out the back, there's a little staircase that will take you down. Hi, Dedo the Wizard. Thank you for the follow. So this will bring you out to the back. I have a little ladder here to go up and do roof maintenance if I need to. On the top of the tavern, I have all the little dragon heads. Eventually, I will want to make this taller and probably tack on an inn. But at the moment, we have not gone past Bronze Age on this server, so I can't use stone, which kind of limits the height that I can get. Eventually, we will move on from Bronze Age. But for now, it's fun to try and see what I can build limited to Bronze Age technology. Here's the back entrance to the tavern, and underneath I have a workbench. And you can see a bed here underneath as well, because beds count towards your comfort rating for the space, but I don't want the bed in the drinking hall. So I put the bed underneath the floor to boost the comfort rating without having the bed there. I haven't had mead in a while. I do think I have some mead in the fridge. I think it's an orange flavored mead, which I did not know when I bought it. And I'm not fond of orange. So that's why it's not gone. I also have on this side, under the meadery, I have a crawl space here with a workbench. In order to make the fermenters, I have to have a forge, so I have that here. And again, I have a bed under the floor to boost the comfort rating of this side of the establishment. Yeah, this has been my latest construction project in Valheim. And I think it looks pretty good. It's not as epic as some of the other constructions on our server. I can run over and show off. Gonna give myself a little bit of stamina here. If I run off in this direction, our Jarl's house is over here. I've never acta? I don't know what that means. You've never... You have some spiced mead, Scribbler? Oh, wow. Some fortifications have been added here. I will probably end up building a wall around the meadery. I haven't done that yet, but it was getting attacked. Anyway, this is Scald's Hall. This was a community-built project. You've never actually had mead, but you know there are a couple places that make it in Iowa. So this was... Scald is the person who owns the server, and I gathered up a bunch of wood. A bunch of other people actually did the construction on this place. It is amazing. I don't really understand how they got the height that they managed to get. I haven't done anything quite this epic myself. Like, I just don't know how they managed it. And that's something that I will eventually explore. They've got to be bright red up here at the top, but they're not. They're orange. So your send button is right next to backspace. Yeah, these are really high vaulted roofs, and I'm assuming it has to do with the core wood pillars, but I also just don't know. It's really amazing what they managed here as far as the height that they got with just wood. We also don't have like the full size. There's a larger bed available later in the game, but again, we're Bronze Age, so double bed is 2 beds next to each other. Yeah, when you get all the fires going and everything in here, it gets up to a comfort rating of 10, and I believe 12 is the highest at the moment. So this is a pretty amazing build here. And here's this steps that go on down to the bottom of the hill. I'm going to go through the portal, though, and we'll head over and take a look at my main site that I have neglected for a few days because I've been building the meadery. Yes, Hannah, that was Eric's place. We can go back when it's daytime again, and I can show it off a little bit more. Oh, like, where am I? I was expecting to be over here. Through the portals. I love the quick travel. Oh my. All of my torches have gone out. I really have neglected things here. Okay, we'll light up the sconces. I need to put sconces in the meadery still. I'm out of resin. Where do I have resin? Might be up here. Yep. Okay. This will let me light the lights so that we can have a fun time on the Muppet Show tonight. Time to light the night. Alright. We'll set this up for the full experience. I was not anticipating playing, or I would have already had all the lights burning before I came online, but I was planning to play Loom. I did not know that I was that close to the end of Loom. I haven't seen your island yet? Wait, Orangitis, you have an island? Are you talking about the Surtling? No. I don't know what island you're talking about. Are you out, west? Maybe? I've explored many places, but I have not explored by boat. So if it's connected by a portal, I've at least been there and marked it on my map. But otherwise, yeah, I probably haven't seen it yet. Okay. No! I closed the door on myself. Let me light the fires, and then we will do this as a tour. Fuel. Fuel. Okay. Here we are. Oh, you have a portal for it, but it's a new portal. Okay, we'll go there in a minute. So this is the entrance to Rogenstad. There. Got the little dragon head on the end of the dock. You can pull up by boat to the dock. There's a little staircase if you have to get up. As you can see, I have a wall that extends out into the water. And if you open up the gate, there's this lovely entrance lined by sconces that I had a lot of fun building. The portal entrance is here just inside. I have a mailbox that I put here because Chandra put a mailbox on her house and I thought it was an amazing idea, so I stuck one here myself. It is currently empty. I do have a workbench and a forge here if anybody arrives and needs to repair any items. It will repair some basic things. I think it's just level 1 of both of them. For more extensive repairs, one would have to turn off and go into the actual like forge building. But the main hall entrance, where I have a small drinking hall here, and Rogenstad, food and rest for all. I have some extra beds in case anybody wanted to claim them. I've got 4 beds, 3 here, and then 1 over on this side. Some tables. And here I have the stores. In the stores, I have nothing behind the door yet. But here's where I have some ingredients, and I have some cooked food items that I can bring out and put on the tables if necessary. In the back here, I have a meadery. It currently also has 2 fermenters. I do want 2 more on this side. There's a workbench stowed away back here. I currently only have deer hide rugs. I don't have any wolf hide yet. I need to go hunt some wolves. It is a pretty game, Hannah, and you don't have to want to play all the games. I have been enjoying spending time in this game. This is where my main bed is. Got a chest here to store some of the rarer items. Eventually, once we have stone, I will be putting in an actual hearth instead of this fireplace. That's the word I was looking for there. But yeah, generally this is kind of the decor style I'll probably go for in the tavern as well. Off to this side, I have my own smelter and my own charcoal kiln. And then I have my forge building, and my forge building has raw materials, including a lot of raw ore. I've got a level 3 forge, which I believe is as highly upgraded as we can get currently on the server. And a level 4 workbench. Again, it's as highly upgraded as we can be on this server because we have currently only fought Eikthyr, which is the first of the bosses. And that was intentional. We're trying to keep the server low so that any new players who join don't have as hard of a time. Eventually we will move past that and expand. I have a tame 1-star wolf in this kennel here. He likes to wander. I'm going to leave him in there. I've got some 0-star boar in this enclosure and some carrots cooking over here. I've got 4 beehives up on top of the roof, and then I have 2 watchtowers on bridges. And the reason that the watchtowers are on bridges is because I dug a moat around the entire thing. Yeah, I was in Animal Crossing for a long time, Hannah, and it is also good for building your own little world. I got really frustrated with Animal Crossing during the winter when the Snowboys were here, because the Snowboys just really made me angry. I had waited so long. I wanted the ice furniture. I wanted all of the ice DIYs. I wanted all of it. And then they stuck it behind these Snowboys that you had to make perfect Snowboys. And I had built up my island. It was full of stuff. I had nowhere to roll out snowballs. And then I just couldn't make a perfect Snowboy to save my life. And so it was just not good. And I basically quit playing because the Snowboys made me so angry. It took all the joy out of playing the game for me. I went in briefly to order some of the Super Mario Brothers stuff, but I really haven't gone back in. Come back! You've been working on your island. Also, hi, Kira. And Bunny Day is coming. That is not a good selling point for why I should return. Bunny Day is a horror. Eggs everywhere. All the time. The baddies keep destroying my torches here, and it is rather annoying. I'm gonna rebuild them. I built this dock for fishing. It is a public dock for people to come and fish. This torch goes about there. There. So this is a little workbench hut. The reason that I leave the workbenches on the ends here is because within proximity to a workbench, the construction will not deteriorate past 50%. And so the poles that I have sticking in the water, the foundation supports that are in the water here, they would deteriorate over time. And eventually this construction would just come crumbling down. But because they're within the radius of a workbench, they won't go below 50%. So they won't deteriorate and start falling down as long as there is a workbench nearby. And the workbench is inside of a little building, so that if the Greylings come and start attacking the building, it will be, the workbench will be protected. Because otherwise they would come to destroy the workbench, and eventually this would all deteriorate and fall down over time. But yeah, so I built this little dock. It's not far enough out, like, into the deep water to be able to catch, like, I believe it's either salmon or trout or something that's out in the deep water that you can fish. But you can get the smaller fish here. It's tuna. You can fish tuna if you go to deep water, but this pond will get you just regular fish. And I have here in the chest a fishing rod and bait that are free for people to use. All of those have to be purchased from the vendor. And so I ask that the pole be returned when done, and honestly, if it gets low on bait, then I will probably either have to ask people to buy bait or go and buy some more myself. But yeah, I just decided, like, I have this bridge to get across this water between town and my place. I might as well turn it into a fishing bridge. Oh, Kiri, you've been lurking. That's fine. Motivation to finish class prep. I understand sometimes needing to find that motivation. Also, we are very close to the end of today's stream. I'm gonna jump through a portal and see if I can find Orangitis' island real quick. And then the plan today is to raid Enthusiamy if she goes live to talk about comic book based television series, The Falcon and the Monday Soldier, or whatever it's being called. So if she goes live, we'll go there. Otherwise, I will find somewhere to raid. Orangeville. Is this the portal? Or at least this will get me to your place, and maybe there's a portal there that goes to your island? The city? Don't know where I'm going. Oh, I've never been here before. Let me put a marker. The city. So, Orangitis has the most extensive construction that I have ever seen. And I've not even seen this one. So far, a series of bridges. Very nice. That is going to take a lot of resin to keep these torches burning. It's like docks. This game is so pretty. Like, sometimes I'll just sit, I'll be doing something else, and I'll just have the game up so that I can look at things, because it's really pretty. It's under construction. I definitely need to farm resin, because my place takes a lot of resin too, and someday there's got to be a better way. I've seen stuff on forums talking about how you can build a resin farm. Oh. This appears to be the storehouse. Oh, I smell food cooking. I don't even know what we're having for dinner, but it smells good. This is amazing. Like, so much thought went into, like, designing all of this. Got paths. It's all meadows. Meadows are the starting biome, which means it's a good place to do large construction. This is awesome. Like, really, really amazing. All of my construction has not been on the epic scale that this is. I love this. Having, because Bronze Age, all of our fires have to be on the ground. Because we can just make these little campfires. That's all that we're capable of at the moment. We can't do hearths. So even when there's a fire inside of a building, it's actually sitting on the bare ground. Because until we beat the second boss, we can't do stoneworking, and we can't make a hearth until we have stonework. Technically, there's one player in our server that already has stonework because they went into the swamps and killed a slime and received some iron, which let them make a stone cutter. That is very dangerous way to go about doing it at our current level of technology. So, not something I'm ready to do at the moment. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Scribbler. I knew that we were trying to limit things and that they had access to the stonecutter, but also I did not know what the result of what the decision was on whether they had been allowed to proceed with stoneworking or not. Yeah, this is really pretty and just really amazing. The scale of the construction that you've done is really amazing. This is northwest? Okay, northwest. Our full map at the moment, most of our stuff, this is our starting island here in the center, and I've explored on foot a good portion of it. The part here, this is a mountain biome that I'm not equipped to go into yet. This is another mountain here that I'm not equipped to go into. This is more Black Forest, and I just haven't gone down there to explore. If I go down a little bit further, I know there's swamp biome down here, because I took a ride around the coast. Up here, the Elder, the second boss, is marked here. The Merchant is right here. And there's a little meadow biome here that I've been to and explored. This one that I just found, thanks to Orangitis. There's a spot here that I portaled to and marked but not done anything else. And then way, way down here is the Ashlands that I've been to once and got a Surtling trophy from. The end building will be a drinking hall or whatever. Yeah, I think that there are a lot of like large drinking halls. Just makes sense in this game. That's, at least at the moment, that's kind of the biggest construction possible. And the only real reason to build large construction at the moment. Alright, I'm gonna pop back through here. Check and see. No, I think we're alive. No. Okay. Just keep an eye on that. More portals. Orangeland and Orangeville. I'm gonna come back here through to Orangeville. Alright. Oh, sorry, not to Orangeville, to the Portal Row, or Bifrost Alley, I believe as it's being called. There's the Western Reaches and Bexgard, which they've decorated that quite a bit. Leadbur. This is the one that goes to the Ashland. I'm probably not really equipped to be down here. We'll boost up my hit points here and we'll go out the door in just a second once they've had a chance to grow a little bit. Actually, should be able to come outside, get in the water. So this is one of the more dangerous biomes. We have a portal and a little hut that brings us here, where there are beings of literal fire. When they die, they drop the Surtling cores, which power the portals and other things I'm not really appropriately equipped. I only have fire arrows, and somehow I doubt fire arrows are going to be good against creatures of literal fire. I killed one before by just getting it to come down into the water, because they die when they come into the water. Hi there, Surtling. I want this core that's on the bottom here. There, I got it. Hi! Do you want to come in the water with me? Oh dear. Yes, yes. Yes, I know. My stamina is gone. Oh no, it's attacking the portal building. Fireballs to the face. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get my stamina back, and then I'll try to kill him with my sword. I might die. We'll see. I mean, last time I streamed this, I died a couple of times to a troll. And various other creatures. Hi! Do you want to taste my bronze sword? Oh, I killed it! That wasn't too bad. That was easier than I expected it to be. Oh, I think one just died in the water over there. It definitely did die in the water over here, but it didn't drop a core. Either that or the core rolled down into the water badly. Anyway, this is a place of burning fire. Definitely higher level than we currently are. So I don't spend too much time here. But it exists. Just keeping an eye, looking to see. Alright. It looks like Enthusiame has gone live. I am going to go ahead and wrap up the stream for today. Let me just get my controls. Right. So, unexpectedly, we finished Loom today. So next Monday, for Mystery Mischief Monday, we will hop back into Myst, and we will be playing more of Myst, which means I have to get myself ready for trying to say words to you as they're said on the screen, because Myst does not have subtitles. Thankfully, it doesn't have a lot of talking either, but I will do my best to make sure that I repeat what is said so that it goes into the captions. But yes, next Monday we will continue with Myst, and this coming Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. I will have more archival adventures. That is at 2:30 p.m. for 2 hours, looking at items from the Virginia Tech University University Archives and Special Collections. My brain is getting words all out of order. This Wednesday we'll be looking at materials from the Blacksburg Women's Club records from 1907 until sometime in the 60s, I want to say, 70s, I don't remember. We'll find out on Wednesday. Saturday, I will be live at 3:30 p.m. for more Ultima 2, Revenge of the Enchantress. And then, back here again next Monday. So, thank you all for stopping by, hanging out. It has been a true pleasure this afternoon, and I'm going to set up a raid over to Enthusiamy's channel. When you get there, if you want to go ahead and drop some hello daggers into the chat, that would be lovely, and I will see you all next time.